The Orlando Sun Sox have reached the NLCS yet again this season, and it marks another shot for them to reach the World Series in back-to-back seasons. However, we now face an Arizona Diamondbacks club that beat us up pretty badly during the regular season behind an incredible pitching staff and a solid offense. Who's going to advance? We're about to find out. Welcome back, everybody, to the expansion franchise. Just me here going solo here today. No little broski involved in the commentary. Of course, as you know, the Buffalo Saucers have been eliminated from playoff contention, so it's just me going solo talking about my own club here, the Sun Sox. Can we get to the World Series in back-to-back seasons? Well, we got Bellamy Bloodworth standing in our way. He has never had a losing season in the 5 years that he's been a pro. Very, very good. So bottom second inning, base hit here for Gabriel Moreno with 2 outs. And then we got Dominic Canzone coming up. Base hit. Brody Boatwright. Throw is perfect. It's on the money, but not on time. First run of the game will score, and Canzone with the RBI single. Arizona up 1-0, and man, you just look at that knuckleball. You look at the movement from Bellamy Bloodworth. He's got it working. He's got it going on. He's shutting us out. Still 1-0 here. Bottom fourth, Alec Thomas grounds out. John Kenzie Noel starts the double play. 3-6-3 double play. Gotta love it. End of the fourth inning as we do get a strikeout here. So Hicks comes on, does a job for us. Still 1-0 game. Double play ball. Offense still cannot figure out Bellamy Bloodworth. Here's an 0-2 pitch here to Willie Adames, who I love hitting opposite way with him. He's got some opposite field pop. I love it, but not enough there. Cut fastball. Just got a little bit underneath it. Let's go bottom 5. Canzone. Deep drive to right field. That ball is gone. Bottom 5th solo shot. The D-backs will take a 2-0 lead now. But we got to make a change. It's time for Benjamin Smith. Average against righties is a lot different than average against lefties. 1-2 pitch here. Striking him out. Okay. Benjamin Smith here in the bottom of the 6th. He's got another K. Man on base. Full count here to Luis Urias. Going to strike out. Bottom 7th. 0-2 pitch to Gabriel Moreno. He's going to strike out. So, man, Benjamin Smith is coming on and doing a job. I love this. He might be short. He might be slow with velo. But, man, he is a darn good pitcher, man. It throws him off. You throw a guy in there like Hicks, who's throwing 100, sometimes 103, and then you back it up with a guy like that. Soft tossing lefty. That's always tough. But Bloodworth is still out here, by the way. And look at the knuckleball, man. We're squaring it up. We're hitting it good. We got a good timing. We got some good PCI coverage on there with John Kenzie Noel, and it's still not enough. Top of the 9th. Bloodworth is still out there. Palazzo. Line drive out to left field, and then gets into Luis Urias' kitchen, and he pops it up. D-backs will take game number 1. 2-0 is your score. And I don't like our chances now, guys, because of that pitching staff and how good that it was. Barb was not bad either. He went 3 innings, kind of lost a little bit of that stamina, had to go to the pen. But there's a stat out there, guys. And I know it's the NLCS and crazy things can happen, but in the World Series, of the 114 World Series that have played under best-of-7 format, 64%, that's 73 teams, who've won Game 1 have won the World Series. So, I don't really like those odds. It's not in our favor. Losing Game 1 was not a good thing. We've got an uphill battle coming our way. But the good thing is, based on our rules for the series, we get a break. We get a win in simulation here. The 103-win Diamondbacks will lose Game 2. Again, we were 12 games below the output that the Diamondbacks had this season. So, again, I'm a little shaky on the odds here, but it is now tied. And you guys know the rules here. If it's a tied series, you got to break it through sim, and we do get another victory. 10-4, 12 hits given up to the Diamondbacks. Their offense came through in a big way, but they could not find a way to knock guys in. They couldn't come up with the clutch key hits, which I think we might have gotten a little bit of a break there. So it is 2-1. We now have 2 games under simulation rule that we have won, and a game in gameplay that we have lost. So the more games that I have to play, the more likely we're going to lose. I guess that's the way you would break that down. But we do have the next 2 games at home. It's set up perfectly because now we have a chance to win the NLCS at home in front of the hometown faithful. The Sun Sox fans out there who don't really utilize the beachfront property out there. They don't utilize the little lake, the little beach out there. It's a little odd, let's just put it that way. As my brother loves to mention, we're losing revenue out there. We need seats, we need stands, we need to get rid of that man-made beach. All right, let's get into the action here, guys. We're going to jump here to the top of the 2nd inning. Benjamin Smith, who pitched really well in game number 1. He's pitching great here, too. He's through 2 innings. No runs scored against him. John Kenzie Noel makes a nice play. Let's go bottom 2. And we got a perfect to the right field wall. That ball is gone. Randy Arozarena, first pitch hacking. Sends it into the seats. Goodbye baseball. That's his 4th home run of the postseason. And it was not a cheapie. However, deep drive here by Gunnar Henderson. That ball is over the wall and gone as well. So now a 2-run shot for the Diamondbacks. And Benjamin Smith gives up the big hit. So unfortunately, we're not losing. We've got to find a way to come through on our end. It's 0-2 here. Brody Boatwright gets us started. Gets the rally going a little bit. No, never mind. No rally. Oh, maybe a rally. Booted at second base. I think we got a little something going here with 2 down. Ground ball off the pitcher's mound. It literally ramped up to second baseman. That's so brutal. Top 6 we go. Julio Pablo Martinez, former prospect of the Texas Rangers. 427. It's now 4-1. Arizona, bottom of the 9th with 1 down. Evan Carter comes up big, and that's a risky decision by Willy Adames. Rounding second, headed for third. Ball was still in the air, could have been caught, could have gotten doubled up. But it's a 2-2 pitch here to John Kenzie Noel. Fly ball out there to deep center field. Looks like we could possibly get 2 runners to advance here. No, we're just going to go ahead and take the sac fly. Never want to make the last out at third base. That's kind of the rule, right? Well, Brody Boatwright, ground ball to first base. Got to get there. Got to hustle. Not going to be in time. D-backs will win. Another gameplay loss for the Orlando Sun Sox. Apparently, we can only win in simulation. That's the rule, I guess, for the series. We can only win in sim in the postseason. All right, well, hey, Arizona, they didn't have any walks either. So if Little Broski was here, he constantly rips me about no walks, no walks, no walks. Well, they didn't walk either today, so I don't feel as bad. Home run from Arozarena, a couple doubles by Carter, Sandage, and Randy. But unfortunately, a loss. We had a lot of hits today, but again, guys, we just couldn't quite get over the top. Now, again, keeping with the rule here, we wanted a walk-off in simulation. 2 runs in the 10th inning, breaking the 6-6 tie. We are now up 3-2, and I believe the guy that delivered the big knock, the hero of this game to walk it off, was Brody Boatwright. He's the only hitter for the Sun Sox that had 6 at-bats. I think he's the dude. You can see he had a double mixed in, but again, you don't know if it was a single, one of the 2 hits was a single, or one of them was a double. I wish you could get a game log. Either way, doesn't matter. Sun Sox are up 3-2, and the Diamondbacks, their backs are up against the wall. 19 strikeouts for Bloodworth, 1 walk. Everything else has been sub-1. Whip, ERA, all sub-1. He has been money. Ian Anderson's been pretty good too, and when you get defense like that, your numbers are going to be pretty low. We need more of that. Nice job, Willy Adames, with the dive, getting out number 1 of NLCS game number 6. However, next batter up is Taron Vavra. First pitch, swinging, 389. Out into the right field stands. Nobody was catching that one. It is 1-0 D-backs. They're doing everything in their power to make sure that they don't go home in front of their hometown fans. Canzone, again. That's going to score another run. This guy has been a thorn in our sides. There's always 1 or 2 of them. Every playoff series, there's always 1 or 2 guys that you can never get out, and it's Dominic Canzone. Austin Charles is going to deliver a huge knock right there. That's another RBI double, making it 3-0 here. in the second inning. So did I jinx Ian Anderson? Because I think I jinxed Ian Anderson. He's been pitching lights out up until this game. Bartolome Bloodworth going to just slice and dice the Sun Sox up with that knuckleball, the cut fastball, the slider, the four-seam fastball. He's got everything working for him until the top of the 8th as Enrico Palazzo delivers a solo shot, making sure that we are staying within the realm of the comeback. Okay? We need 2 more runs. We can do this, guys. Top 9th, 2 down. Sandage flies out. Dang it. Yet again, in gameplay, the Sun Sox in the championship series are over. We have not won a game in gameplay. It's all through sim. So now that both teams are tied, the series is tied up. We're going to a game 7, 3-3. It's all on the line. We got to play it. We have to play it. Can't break the tie in an elimination game. That's our rule for the series. Can't do it. So game 7, here we go. Who's going to get the start? We are struggling here in gameplay. We have not won a game. So some changes in the lineup might need to be had. Looks like we got Colas out in right field. John Kenzie's going to play first. And then we got James Sandage here at third base. So I think we should be okay. But I gave myself that talk, that positive self-talk, before all of these games in gameplay, and we ended up losing. But we do have Kyle Wright on the mound, guys. He has not had a losing season in a long time. So let's hope that he's bringing the goods here in this ball game here. Let's jump here to the bottom half of the inning here. We've got a dive in center field. Alec Thomas is rolling right to third base. That is a 1-out triple in the bottom of the second inning. That is not a very good start here. We got to find a way to get ourselves out of this jam. Gabriel Moreno will strike out. It's a big batter to go get. Here's a 2-1 pitch here to Dominic Canzone. Ground ball up the middle. Adames will make the play. That was a beautiful toss over to first base by Willie. Nice job, baby. Let's go top third. Oscar Colas. Deep drive to right. That's going to get all the way to the wall. He's got himself a leadoff double. That is a great start to the inning. Let's now cash in and score him, please. Our offense has just kind of been non-existent these last couple of games, man. It's been like it's like pulling teeth, trying to score runs. Freddie Peralta going to strike out John Kenzie Noel, but the leadoff hitter, Brody Boatwright, will come up and lace a single right past second baseman. So we got runners on the corners here, and Luis Arias, deep drive out to right field. That will be deep enough to score the run. We finally get on top of these guys in gameplay for once. Last couple of games, man, it's been all D-backs. So this feels pretty good to jump on him here a little bit early. Randy is going to get plunked. So we'll take that. We'll get on base here with another man on. William Contreras, drive right past Luis Arias. That'll score another run, potentially. Yes, sir. Randy's going to get to third. Contreras going to get to second. Let's go, boys. Let's cash in with some more runs. James Sandage, big opportunity. Slider, very hittable. It's going to score 2 runs. It is now 4-0 Sun Sox. That a way to do it. I like our odds now, guys. I like our odds. Game 7, all we got to do now is just pitch good. That's all we got to do. Pitch well. Okay, if all of you English majors are going to rip me for that. Pitch well. 4-0 here, top 4th. Enrico Palazzo. Leadoff double. That's the way we got to get it started. Gonna score him up here again. Come on. 2-run shot, maybe, hopefully. No, base hit up the middle, and Peralta gives up another run. It is 5-0. Sun Sox. We are just laying waste to the Diamondbacks pitching staff right now. 2-1 pitch. Perfect. Goes Luis Arias. Base hit. Canzone can't handle it. He gave it a dive, trying to stop the bleeding, but Boatwright's going to score. Luis Arias is in for a double. It is 6-0. This was an inning that would never end for Freddie Peralta. But fortunately for him, his day is done. And he's heading to the showers. Meanwhile, Kyle Wright striking out everybody left and right. We're through 6. Let's jump to the 8th inning. Jordan Hicks comes on. Gets us out of that little jam, I'd say. A little jam, just with men on base. But in the bottom of the 9th, guys, this should do it. 7-0 is your final score, and the Sun Sox are NL champs yet again. Back-to-back seasons, we're going to the World Series for a shot at our first title. Hopefully this time we can get it done, though. Last time against those Baltimore Orioles, it was not a very close contest. So we'll have to see. Who are we going to get? And, man, I'd love to get a championship. I'd love to get a World Series in this series because the Buffalo Saucers have yet to make it there. Okay? I'm going to throw some shade at them. They're not here to defend themselves. But I would love it. Could you imagine, guys? Could you imagine what those next few those next few videos are going to be like? Having to be able to hang that over their head for a little while. World Series champs. We've been there. You guys aren't. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, all that smack talk is going to be put to rest here if we can't get it done, though. So Houston and Baltimore, they're in a elimination game here. Houston will win 7-6, and it was close. Baltimore came back, scored 5 runs in the 8th inning, also tacked on another run in the 9th to come within 1 run of tying the game. But Houston held on, and they got it done. This is a very tough team, guys. I think I'm a little bit more scared of this team than I am last season's Baltimore Orioles team that they didn't lose games in the postseason. The Saucers kind of ran into that hot team. They got eliminated. We ran into the same hot team. We lost the World Series. I mean, look at what Seiya Suzuki's doing. 42 home runs. We thought about adding him into free agency, but we just elected not to do that. Went another way. Pedro Leon, 27 home runs. Corey Lee, 22 home runs. Like, everybody's having career seasons for the Houston Astros. And their pitching staff, it's not that bad. I think their strength is their offense. I mean, Sam Bachman is their best pitcher, apparently. Like, he's the guy that's going to go game number 1. I say best pitcher because he's in the number 1 spot. But Javier is still doing well as an 88. You got Forrest Whitley here as a 79. 500 level pitcher. You got McCullers there at 78. So it's a decent rotation. I'm not too worried about that. I'm more so worried about the offense and how our pitching is going to be able to handle that. So it should be a good series. Guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you back here tomorrow for the World Series in totality. So we're going to crown a champion for season number 6. So guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.